Hello, everyone, and welcome back to River City Girls 2. We have our orders from Sabuko, so it's time to go get some disguises so we can enter the restaurant. So away we go.
What do we want that's in the restaurant?
The chef that has the last emblem for us.
Sabuko must be seriously fed up with these girls at this point, considering she had to explain this basic as hell shit.
They're dum-dums, so...
They won't let you in unless you actually look like the person you're impersonating. Beautiful.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I say.
I do remember that at this point in the first game, we did need to get in by getting like concert tickets or some shit, right?
Yes, we did. Which we had to guess by doing random trivia with Cheese, the butler person in the hotel. So.
Yes. So why are we still fighting symbol zombies at the beach?
I mean, it's an amusement park, so maybe there's a band.
What, Blair's been hiring her minions off as mascots to make up for all the business she's losing? Hey, you see, if you think hard enough, you can headcanon a reason for any absurdity.
Yeah, and it's kind of a necessity in this universe sometimes.
Yup.
Lucky Penny.
Oh, Penny! Oh, lucky Penny.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone who doesn't like puns is probably not going to enjoy this game.
Or any way forward game, honestly.
Yeah.
Stop, they're already dead.
Are items that much stronger than normal attacks?
They're pretty powerful, yeah.
And there's also accessories that make them stronger. My two are the electric one and one that just adds a damage buff. So stacking them together with the book that makes it so that items don't break is a very effective combo.
Oh.
Okay, because I did notice that you are basically just ignoring normal combos outright and just using any item that you happen to have.
Yeah, it was something I started doing because I had leg issues early in the game that made it hard to land a lot of combos in the first place, and most items have big hitboxes.
That makes sense.
That said, it is an absolutely valid strategy.
Well, you know, necessity is the heart of invention, as they say.
Okay, so
We got a lock screen to start with, so...
So, what are we here for? Oh, right. Muffet over here is gonna make us disguises. That's what we're here for.
At least once she's done trying to kill us.
Yeah, that is a valid response to seeing us again after what happened in the first game.
It's the norm for most of the friends.
Oh, this girl! Oh, I remember. Her boss fight was really annoying.
Yes, there was.
Was she hightailing it? You know, Misako, I think we might be the bad guys. I'm just saying.
Are we the baddies?
Wait, what?
We have to go bench press to get some muscles.
Why don't we just get Marianne to do it for us?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if the scene plays out the same way if you're playing as her. I think it does, but she gets really offended by it. She's like, "Excuse me? My muscles are insufficient?"
So yeah, we have to go to the gym and work out for a little bit before we can come back.
Oh, so we're Tomb Raider Angel of Darknessing this shit.
Pretty much.
You just do a
Wait,
few
what?
Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness had this ridiculous strength progression system that was basically just a series of triggers. When you hit a certain point in the level, you would hear Lara go, "My arms feel stronger now," or something like that. And then you could open the door or lift yourself up onto the ledge that she was having trouble with before. It's absurd in the worst way, because like there's no reason for it other than to gate progression, but they could have just done that with level design if they'd really wanted to. Instead, they did it so that they could say that there was some kind of RPG progression on the box. And I guess technically that's true, because you do a thing and Lara says she's stronger, and then you can do a thing that you couldn't do before. But it's the fakest shit ever. Angel of Darkness is the black sheep of the series for a reason. For many reasons, actually. Ugh. Don't even get me started on the controls. There are 2 versions of the game with 2 distinct sets of controls, and they both suck. They managed to get the control wrong twice with one game. It's magical.
There's gotta be a mod for the new Tomb Raiders to give it old Tomb Raider controls, right? Like wonky-ass PlayStation 1 controls in the modern gen game.
Well, no one would actually want that because the levels aren't designed around it.
I absolutely am sure that nobody would want that. With that said, would people do it anyway? Probably.
You know, I don't think they have, and I don't think they would, because as far as I know, the PC versions of the new Tomb Raiders are hard to mod. The older games are easier because they're like level building kits and stuff, so you have entire fan-made level packs. And now we have the remakes, which, you know, even better. Oh, I said remasters, whatever. So,
Oh, we didn't need to pay to heal because they had stuff right out here.
But at least we got a nice sauna break.
Yeah, but we're loaded in cash, so it didn't matter too much.
I like how many people on this beach have the most obvious tan lines. Like,
I mean, you have to know we're on a beach.
it's like even Yamada had tan lines where his shirt used to be.
So I think we're almost there at this point.
What the
See, we're learning. We didn't blow up the fire hydrant this time.
What the what?
Selfie spot.
What the what?
One of the side quests is selfies for Godai, but we've only done it
Yeah, but
twice.
what is that thing? Oh, it's a
parade float.
It's a parade float, right? Okay.
Yeah, just a punch-themed one.
Huh. So we just jumped on top of a parade float and took a selfie on it and then fucked off, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, like a real teenager would.
That's the sort of thing... No, that's the sort of thing that fucking Logan Paul would do. In other
Or
words...
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, and who do you think his audience is?
Well, his audience is real teenagers, but they watch him do it because they're smart enough not to. Otherwise, they'd be out doing that shit themselves.
Taking selfies vicariously.
Yes. Yes. Well, more like standing on top of a parade float without permission vicariously, but, you know, what do I know? Wait, it's a minigame?
Yep.
Yeah, just like the hit game Final Fantasy VII.
So, wait, our weights are the same size. That means we're lifting the same amount of weight, right? So either Misako is lifting up way too much weight, or Big Buff Dude over there isn't, like, is lifting up 10 pounds and pretending it's an accomplishment.
I mean, she is level 27, so...
Also, I like the idea that we can just bench press one session against this guy.
And get buff.
And get buff enough to to actually like lift crates. That's not how muscle building works, ladies. Okay.
Well, if it's an RPG, right? Like this has RPG elements. So if we can do something that increases our strength points, then we should be able to do it, as long as the number is high enough.
Yeah, they just have to believe that it works.
River City Girls, Angel of Darkness. Ugh. This looks like the most obnoxious thing.
It's the control's pretty awkward, yeah. Did it. Second try.
You're supposed to say first try.
Second. I'm honest.
That's a good thing, right? It means really strong.
I like how their voices get deeper right after their workout.
They are very ripped indeed.
I gotta sit down.
That's not what that means.
Catch my breath. Thanks for the competition.
Hey, bet we can lift those crates now. Let's go back to Habari and find out.
Technically, if you were to like do a muscle building exercise and then immediately go back to see if you were stronger, you would feel weaker because your muscles are tired and you need a day or two to recover. Come on.
Okay,
Not how it works
so
in video game land.
this is one thing about the first game that I wasn't a huge fan of, and it looks like it's mostly the same in this game. This game kind of meanders a lot, from what I can tell. Like, you go to do a thing, and then
And then you wander back along the path and do something else somewhere else.
yeah, like, you don't... There's a lot of, like, okay, I've got this goal, and then I've got to do 30 other things to do the goal, which isn't inherently bad. There's a lot of games I like that have that kind of structure. But with that said,
River City Girls 2 does it better than the first game did because it's a lot more, well, it's a lot less, like, deliberately linear in its structuring. So, you're also doing a lot more exploring along the way. Or at least you would be if you weren't just rushing from main story objective to main story objective like these two are.
that makes sense.
In fairness, I'm often off screen poking around for stuff.
The River City Ransom series was always about, like, vaguely explorative action RPG beat 'em up hybridness. So, you know, finding your way around places was part of the appeal. They didn't quite nail that in the first game, but they have in the second. So, why do you both have the red aura? What's that?
We're buff
Because we're
now.
plus... Yeah, we're buff now.
That's not what that is. That's not how that works. Guys.
Our characters are clearly magical. We believe it works, and thus we are super ripped now.
That's not what that word means either. I see Kyoko is getting her reps in again.
Yes.
She has to make up for the fact that she didn't play the minigame. Well, on that note, why is she like buffed up by Misako lifting weights?
It's the power of friendship.
The power of friendship transfers muscle gains from one body to another. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. She follows Misako everywhere, including into being ripped.
I wish going to the gym was as easy as that for me.
Just go to the gym vicariously.
Imagine actually going to the gym.
Just go to the gym, watch someone else exercise, and when you walk out, you got a six-pack. Okay.
So yeah, this place is a bit crowded because of all the stance and all that.
Lots of screen locks on the way back, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Don't let the cursed wall grab you with its ghost hand and you'll be fine. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong series.
You get him, Kyoko. With the bicycle.
Just smash with a bike. One of your equipment items prevents your equipped weapon from breaking, right?
Yeah, so it's why I have these infinite bikes and fish and other stuff.
I forget what I have equipped. I'd have to look up when I do them.
Misako's strategy is mostly just get from point A to point B as quickly as possible.
Yeah, pretty much. Because we're almost at max level, so we don't need to. We don't need to futz about too much.
What level's max level?
30.
Oh, wow.
And that's just from rushing through the game, huh?
I mean, we've done a few side quests, and we fight most of the things that appear on screen. So
I guess that makes sense, because it seems like they want you to experiment with characters more in this game. Like, in the first game, there was only 2 characters, so, you know, like, you were only gonna, like, they probably expected you to play the game, like, twice. But here, they're probably like, okay, I'll play as Misako for a bit, and then I'll change to Kunio, and then I'll be Marion, you know, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
If you do all the side quests, you can level up most of the characters pretty well.
but that requires a lot of meandering around, and we don't want to do that for the playthrough because it's long enough as it is.
Misako's still so buff she can tank an explosion. That bench pressing competition seriously did her good. But I have a question, and it's a very important logical question, and by asking it, I might crash the universe. Why did she need to win the bench pressing contest to benefit from it?
She needed a confidence boost.
She needed a confidence boost. Way to solve the paradox. Wait, what?
But I got tired of waiting. Goodbye.
It's a good thing that's a long boat.
If we don't convince her to make us some masks. Hurry, grab a crate. We can toss them on the boat before it's out of the docks.
Another minigame time.
Yeah, though this one is pretty great.
Okay, that one's a bit of a stretch.
Well, that's what we were doing earlier.
Wow, I feel pretty jacked. Those crates won't know what hit them. No, we're supposed to lift them, not hit them. It's just an expression. We better hurry, though. I can already feel our burn fading.
It's a temporary workout buff.
I like how Kyoko's method of getting that large crate onto the boat was to just suicide with it. I mean, it worked.
Just gonna suplex this crate. Real quick.
Why are there zombies in...
We lose. Try again. Yep.
I'm not sure which is weirder, the zombies inside some of the crates or the explosive ones.
Why are there Animal Crossing gyroids in the splash screen?
Because that's just a Japanese thing in general, not an Animal Crossing thing.
I refuse to believe that Animal Crossing didn't invent literally every reference inside of Animal Crossing. You're telling me that there's just actual raccoon dogs named Tanukis in real life? That's ridiculous.
Move out of the way. There we go. Almost there. Got it. Ooh, just barely.
Yeah, sweet catch.
So
Oh, come on. Victory!
So the graphic that happens when you get exploded, where your character is just being flung through the air and they're completely on fire, that reminds me of my childhood beat 'em up, which was not Streets of Rage, and was not Golden Axe, and was not Final Fight. It was Power Rangers, the movie. Because for some reason they made that a beat 'em up. And because the movie gave them so little to work with, the game starts with the movie plot. And then a couple levels in flashes back to one of the TV show's story arcs and does that for most of the game instead before flashing forward to Ivan Ooze and all that noise. But like for some reason, when you got exploded in that game, you got exploded. It was the most brutal Power Rangers thing that you would ever see. You got exploded so hard.
Yeah, it's another real blast from the past.
It's a pretty okay beat 'em up. I don't remember if it was multiplayer though.